Hello friends, I'm going to do a quick video here and just show you a beautiful firearm, this Kimber Ultra Raptor 1911, and I own a couple of Kimbers, and what I'm going to ask you is to give me some suggestions. You've already done that in the last video, thank you. When I go to Philadelphia next week and meet Pete at the Armory Channel, we're going to Cabellas, and that's going to be a fun day. I've never been to a Cabellas actually. Heard a lot about it. Actually, I spoke to the person who's in charge of the gun library there. Evidently, they got some little high-end area for the gun library, and he's going to give us a full-length tour and let us videotape the whole thing. So that'll be interesting. I told, his name is Joe. I said, Joe, I'm going to buy a gun while I'm there, and I want a 1911. He gave me some suggestions. I'm going to ask all you viewers for some suggestions. I'm not doing this video twice, so if I don't talk appropriately, I'm sorry. It's 2 in the morning right now. I'm just going for it. I said, Joe, I'm going to buy a gun, and he gave me some ideas. I don't want to spend a ton of money, you know, all that stuff. I got enough guns. So I have a couple of Kimbers. I have a couple of Colts. I have the SIG 1911. So I have SIG, Kimber, Colt. So now I'm thinking of the Ruger, I'm thinking of the Smith & Wesson, I'm thinking of other 1911s. Give me some ideas. I do love Kimbers, but I have a number of them, like I said. I wear this on my ankle. That's got a laser on it. That's nice. And I use that ankle holster right there. And oh, I put this on my waist too, with the flashlight and the extra mag. Okay, I do like to carry a gun on my ankle sometimes. See, what I do is I put the cushion on there, so you don't even know it's there. I mean, you know it's there, but it's not that bad. It doesn't hurt your bone. And here's a little tidbit here. I like to give you some knowledge. The Picatinny rail. You know, I asked this question to a couple of different people in the last week. What is your definition of the Picatinny rail? And as we are looking at, by the way, a SIG 5.56 rifle. That's really a nice rifle. But the point is, let's talk about the Picatinny rail. And I asked a law enforcement officer, well, what is a Picatinny rail? What's your definition of it? Well, you know, it's a rail system that holds accessories, lights, lasers, scopes, things like that. And okay, well, why do they call it Picatinny? I don't know. Then I asked someone else who owns one of the largest gun ranges in the country. They have national matches there. He knew the answer. You know, and it goes to model 1913, da da da. I'm going to do a whole separate video on the Picatinny rail, because I'm realizing now a lot of people do not know the story behind it, and it is an interesting story. Right now I'm just touching on it. The bottom line is, then I asked my dad, by the way, who's a retired cop, sergeant, New York City Police. Dad, you know, what's Picatinny rail? Oh, it holds lights, lasers, and I don't know, it's a rail. It holds, you know. It doesn't vibrate, does it? No, it doesn't. But what's the story? Why is it looked at? What's all that milling all about? You know, why does it have all those little holes and milling? What's it all about? Well, here's a quick Reader's Digest version of the Picatinny rail. I'll tell you right now, the Picatinny Arsenal Company, founded back in 1880, owned by the U.S. government, developed the Picatinny rail. They're still in business today. They are from Morris County, New Jersey, Rock On, New Jersey. Wish your gun laws were a little better in New Jersey, but you got Picatinny Arsenal, owned by the U.S. government, housed there on, I think it's about 6,000 acres. Big facility. The government said way back when that we have to develop a rail system that can withstand heat, that can withstand the heat expansion from the barrel getting hot, the cooling of the rail system, and the vibration, and the concussion of the firearm, and all these different things that you don't think about that has to go into a rail system. So all those different millings and holes and all that stuff we see known as a Picatinny rail is specifically designed. It's the schematics of it and the materials it's made of. Different manufacturers all make Picatinny rails, as we know. Some are better than others, but they're all the same schematics. What's happening now, like I said, I'll do a future video on this whole story. I don't want to bore you. What's happening now, in the future, the word Picatinny is going to be out of our vocabulary. The word STNG. Okay? That's designed by the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. That one there, that's the back of a SIG Mosquito. North Atlantic Treaty Organization. What does that stand for? We know what that stands for. NATO. NATO has recently decided to come up with a rail system that supersedes the Picatinny rail. 2-3 years from now, the word Picatinny will be a thing of the past, like I said, and it's going to be known as the STANG, which stands for Standardized Agreement. All the NATO countries agreed to come up with a standardized new rail system that supersedes Picatinny. Don't get nervous. Everything that fits a Picatinny will fit the new standardized agreement by NATO. So that's what that rail system is the new future one, and that's the Picatinny, and they're both equally okay because they're both going to withstand the heat and all that stuff. So we'll do a story on that another time. Let me go into this right here. Oh, check this out. That's for sale on the merchant website right there. That's a notebook. It came out really nice. Look at the logo. Thanks, Matt at the Army Guild, for doing this. Okay. I like that. They're inexpensive. And then the pens came out real nice. If you have a notebook, you need a pen with the logo. And then if you're into the SIG and the knife and all that stuff, the revolver, that's for sale. Got some cards here. These are not for sale. These are to give away. Any of you who want to hand out these cards, it just says Gun Channel, please subscribe. I'm asking you to please hand these out at gun shows. And the mouse pad, that came out pretty good. Stuff that's for sale on the merchant website. All good stuff. Oh, and I want to leave you with this last thought. Let me pan out, let me back up. I'm in such a good mood tonight. I finished a nice conversation I had with one of the nicest people on YouTube and a close friend of mine, Mr. 45 Bullet. I tell you, an hour and 15-minute conversation went by in about 5 minutes. I couldn't believe how enjoyable it was to speak to him. And if you're not subscribed to Mr. 45 Bullet, he's got 8,000 subs. He's doing something right. He's really intelligent. I mean, he really knows what he's doing. Plus, he's one of the kindest souls, big-hearted people there are. He's as good as it gets. So I just want to leave you with that thought that I want to thank Mr. 45 Bullet personally for that nice conversation we just had. Kept me up late. It's 2 a.m. and I'm going to go to bed. I got to be at work in 6 hours. Good night, guys. Bye.